Hello, Joy family. Welcome to this episode of Sitting Around the Craft Table with Cynthia. Oh my goodness, I have not done very many of these, and I really thought this was going to be a segment that I would just like bore you guys out the yarny craft rooms by having too many, but hopefully I will change that here soon. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for being here with me, especially as for the most part, these are going to be just impromptu lives that just happen kind of in the moment. But I have a lot to work on. And so I'm going to use the next couple hours to see what I can get done. And we'll hang out for as long as I've got someone here with me. And we'll just see how it goes. But first off, let's see who we do have here with me tonight. I do hope that as you're coming in, that you will indeed find your joy. And when you do need to leave, that you will take some of that joy with you. All right, let's see who we have here. And welcome in, Angela. So good to see you again. She says she is doing well and she's drinking water and working on nothing at the moment. Well, I know that you've got several projects that have been on your hook, so I'm sure that you are taking a little bit of a break, but I'm glad you're here. Hope you'll sit back and relax with us a little bit. And I do have an eagle in the house, so if you will, help me give a great big joyful eagle welcome to our lovely Wanda. Wanda, welcome in. So good to spend some time with you around the craft table. And she said, "Evening, Angela. Hello and nugs again, Cynthia. Yes, hello and nugs to you. We had our member live earlier, and then I took a little bit of a break and went and hung out with my good friend Bridget over at her house and ate my dinner and responded to a couple little emails that I needed to quickly. And here we are. I am ready to get busy at the craft table and sit back and relax with you guys. Wanda says she'll be right back. She had to take AJ out. My Andrew is on my brain apparently. Had to take her sweet AJ out. Hello, Laura. How are you? Laura, let me think a moment. I was watching something earlier today. Oh, nope, it was not earlier today. I was watching something with my son and his friend last night. They were over here, and the movie scenes from the movie we were watching actually take place in parts of them in Halifax, Canada, and then also some over in Nova Scotia. So I thought that was really cool. Made me think of you. But anyway, we have another eagle that has landed. So if you will, help me give a great big joyful eagle welcome to our lovely Tiffany. Welcome in, Tiffany. So good to have you back here in the Joyful House tonight. Hope you can stay and hang out with us for a while. I've got lots to do, lots to get done. I will give y'all some sneak peek on some things in just a moment. But anyway, first, let me finish greeting everyone. And by the way, Tiffany said, hello again, Miss Cynthia. Hello again to you. And Miss Dawn P is here. Hello, Dawn. As I was clicking out of the member live, I saw your special little phrase and I was like, oh, I didn't get a chance to get it up on screen, but I do hope that everyone saw it. She always likes to say when we're heading out, if anyone that's feeling down, always look up. I love it. I love it. Hello, Miss Diane. Welcome in. Nugs. So good to see you. Thank you guys so much for greeting each other. Dawn says, just stopping by on my way to bed. Was a long drive from Maryland today. We are pooped. I bet. Thank you so much for coming in and saying hello, allowing us to love on you. If you will, drop me a thumb on the way out. I would greatly appreciate that. Sweet dreams, my friend. Lots of rest to you. And everyone is saying hello to each other. I know, right? Isn't that cool? It's kind of a horror film. It's a movie series, but anyway, spending time with the kids and crocheting. I was frogging a little bit during all that last night, but that's okay. That's okay. Uh, I'll share that in a moment. But I seem to love to frog. There it is. There it is. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Dawn. She says, remember, if you're feeling down, look up. Love it. Nugs, nugs, my friends. Sweet dreams. Give Mr. Joe a great big hello and nugs from Todd and I here at the Joyful House as well. All right. This is kind of a laid back live, so I'm not going to worry about emojis. I'll be able to kind of keep up with the chat. I'm hoping that you will bring something to the craft table and work on it. If anyone should want to come up, you are also free to do that. Just let me know you're interested, and I'll be more than happy to drop that link in the chat or email it to you, either one. Just remember that we are going to keep things kind of calm and joyful here. I don't typically have any guests that come over that are a little bit on the rowdy side, but just want to put that out there just to be completely transparent. But yes, you're welcome to come up if you'd like and share what's on your hook. So tonight, starting off, I really need to be working on my Crafts of the Heart projects, and I've got one of them right here beside me to start working on. It's kind of hidden behind my banner name there, but it is the joyful sweater that I am making for myself. And but before I do that, I am going to finish my mystery make-along projects that we were working on tonight. I have a row and a half left of this one, and then I have 4 rows to add to this one. I've already completed this one. I did this and about 2.5 rows in the member live tonight. So I'm going to finish those up because that will take no time at all. Tonight on our member live, we started listening to music around the world, and I really, really intended on us to listen to it over here as well. But in the end, I decided that it would take some time. Well, it doesn't take a lot of time, but rather than deleting everything I had for sitting around the craft table, we would just listen to that music instead. And maybe after I have fully played the playlist for the Joy team, then I'll bring it over here. Some really, really cool music and learning a lot as we are traveling around the world. So just keep looking for these lives. I will do my best as soon as I know I'm going to do one to put it on the post. So you've got that link to click on. I know tonight I did not give much warning, except the Joy team knew that I was going to try and go live. But it took me a minute to eat my dinner and to also take care of some business from the member live that I promised I would do. And I wanted to do it right away, so I didn't forget, even though I wrote myself some notes. While we are getting ready, and I'm going to show you some things that I had been working on, I am going to make me a fresh cup of tea. I'm going to have some chai tea. It's a black tea with natural chai. It's got cinnamon and ginger flavors in it. So y'all know I'm going to love that, with a little bit of cardamom and clove. So I'm going to go ahead and get that seeping. I've already steamed my water. So while it's still nice and hot, I want to throw this in. This is some tea that I received from my sister Angel, the Eagles, which is the top 2 tiers of the Joy team. We exchanged Sister Eagles for the year, and this has been a beautiful gift by my sister Angel. I'm getting close, but not quite just yet, but getting close to finishing off this beautiful box of tea that they've given me. So I have thoroughly enjoyed this. As y'all know, I love drinking herbal tea. It is my go-to besides water and the occasional Pepsi. All right. We have another eagle in the house, so if you will, help me give a great big joyful eagle welcome to our lovely Candy. Welcome in, Candy. So good to see you. And she says nuggies. Oh, love it. Love it. Laura says she's been working a bit on a diamond painting. How fun. I do know we've got a Joy family member that has sent in several diamond paintings that they have finished, and we'll be viewing those Thursday night over at the tea party. So hope you can come join us if you are available. That starts at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have our watch party before that, but I am planning on talking to our watch party folks and looking at maybe possibly moving that up just a little bit, our watch party, so we can start the tea party a little bit earlier, but we'll see. We may not do that until the new series starts, because we are getting close to finishing this series. I think we have about 4 more episodes to watch. So maybe at the end of summer, we'll try to make a little bit of time change if we can. But anyway, moving on. Oh, right. Tiffany says, love chai tea. So I'm excited about this one because, it has cinnamon in it, and I love that flavor. So I have not had cinnamon apple tea, though. That is my all-time favorite tea. I have not had apple cinnamon in quite some time, but I'm having fun navigating and journeying through all these other flavors that I've never tried. I don't know how much I'll drink tonight, but I did pull out 2 more from that box from my sister Angel. Should I need more tonight, because I have been drinking a lot more lately. But I've got one that is a green tea that is lemon flavored, and another one that's a green tea that is a mint flavor. I've had one of these already today, and it was really, really good. Oh, so good. My sister Angel nailed it with these teas. I have thoroughly enjoyed them. All right. Thank you guys for loving on our Candy when she came in. Appreciate that. Okay, so I can get busy working. So as many of you know, I've been working on these Joy sweaters, and I'm trying to not only just kind of retest the patterns myself before I put them in the hands of testers, but I'm also creating some so that I can take pictures for the patterns. I was working on one for a child size 12. It is finished. I finished it Saturday. Yes, Saturday. It is currently at the moment soaking and pre-treating. Because that was a Red Heart yarn, it is so stiff. I've come to just openly say that right now I am not a Red Heart yarn fan favorite, but I am being educated, which I am always open to learn. If I can learn something new every day, I feel like that has made it a successful day. But anyway, I'm being told that yarn that comes directly from the Red Heart Studio that hasn't sat on shelves is a lot softer than ones that have sat in a warehouse or have, been housed on a shelf in a store for quite some time. I have not yet felt that Red Heart yarn because I've never bought specifically from the warehouse, but I'm certainly not going to count it out, but as of right now, it's not my fan favorite. But anyway, I am pre-treating it. It has been soaking since Saturday, and we flipped it earlier tonight. I've got it in a big tub, so it is fully immersed, and we just flipped it tonight, and I probably will let it continue soaking there until sometime Wednesday afternoon, and then I'll go ahead and hand wash it. It can be machine washed, but since it's in that big old tub, I'm just going to go ahead and hand wash it and get it wrung out really good, and then fill up that tub with more water and rinse it out really well. And then I'm going to put it in the dryer on light spin, and then I'll let it finish air drying, and hopefully it will, all this soaking that I'm doing, and I've added some Downy fabric softener in there, as well as I've got a Tide Pod that I burst open and have mixed that in there as well. And so that's just more or less for smell. But the Downy fabric softener obviously is to help soften and loosen those fibers. And I have found that the longer I soak it, before ever washing it, it does help to soften up those fibers some. So we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, so I don't have that one currently to show you because it is soaking in a tub, but I will have it Thursday at the tea party. Now, I did also finish one of the little 0 to 3 month sweaters that I had been working on. I had all of it done except for the sleeves. And this is where I was trying to kind of experiment with the written pattern for it, the baby and the little kiddo sweater, because with the adult, I have made this sweater. It is made from the neck down, but it is made in a solid round. You know how sometimes with garments, you'll create your 4 points and 2 points create the sleeves. And then you've got a point across that creates your front panels and your back panels. And there's a total of 4. That is how I originally did the little baby and kiddo sweaters. And that's what this is right here. Of course, this is using the joy stitch. And let me see if you can see that. You can just slightly, let me get above my banner. You can just kind of slightly see where it creates that edging, but with the joy stitch, it's not as prominent as you see in a lot of other garments. Let me see. I got my feet propped up, so I'm gonna see if I can reach these. Yes, I'm cheating. Oh yeah, you can definitely see it because I can see it in these. All right. So here's one where I use those 4 points, and you can see this seam. I'm trying to watch it in the camera. So let me just do it this way. You can see where it's creating that seam right there. And that's using the 4 points. All right. Same thing with this one. I use the 4 points, and I hope you know what I'm talking about when I say 4 points. But you can see how it's created that little seam that runs through there. But again, on the adult sweater, I didn't do the 4 points. And I love this. And when I did Todd's and his mom's, it was done just like this in the pattern that I designed. And so you don't have any of that seam running down. And I like that. So as many of you know, I decided to rewrite the pattern so that the baby and the kiddo sweater would match that style. And then the pattern that I wrote for this with the 4 points, I'll just save that and plug in another stitch somewhere and create a little bit of a different design and go with that pattern. So I started another one, and this time I will not be, let me catch my yarn so I don't pull it out. I have frogged enough. This one is being done in the round just like the adult. And currently, this is all that I have done on it so far. But, so there it is. And I am so happy about that. So I love that. So hopefully, if I get all my stuff done that I'm behind on, maybe I'll have a little bit more done to share with you on Thursday. But if not, there's always the next tea party. All right. Well, I am going to get busy working on my crafts. But first, I want to check on the chat again. You should try marmalade chai tea from Quicker. It is an instant tea and has caffeine in it, but it is good. I'm going to write that down. Can you get it like at Walmart, or did you get it off of Amazon? Chai tea. And it is instant. Does have caffeine. And if it has caffeine in it, if I do drink a tea with caffeine, I do try to drink it more earlier in the day. So I know sometimes some of my morning breakfast teas that are actually a breakfast tea sometimes have low to mid, like a medium level of caffeine in it, which is good because I'm drinking it in the morning. Right, Tiffany? She says that sounds like a very interesting flavor. Oh, she said Marsala, not marmalade. Good thing I'm using a pencil. Okay. Where do you get that from, Wanda? I will definitely look into that. All right. Well, let me know what project you are going to be working on. We are almost finished with this mystery make-along that we are making. As you can see, it's a fillet project. And excuse me just a second. I'm about to pull my stitches out. And again, I have spent so much time at the pond with the frogs, ripping things out. I do not want to do anymore. All right. So this is what we've been working on. I've already got a post out on the community post from what we did tonight. And of course, what I'm working on is what they will be doing next week. I can show you this one. It is completed except for the border. So a whole new color will be added to this one. This one doesn't show up as well, but hopefully you can still see. Oh yeah, you can see it. It's showing up pretty good. So this one is ready to add a new color because I'm going to be doing the borders in a different color than the main body. And as you can see, this is like a doily to put on a coffee table, or it could be a table runner for the center of a table. But they are almost done. We'll be finishing this the end of this month. And of course, I always get mine ready for the next week. And then when they're working on that on Monday night, I'm working on the week ahead. So that way my pictures are ready for the community post. But so that's what I'm doing. I'm finishing this up for next week. And then I'm going to hit my Crafts of the Heart project. So feel free to hang out with me. I'd love to know what you're working on. Me too, Wanda. That's why I'm not a big fan of texting because I always mess it up. Autocorrect gets me every time. But it's on Amazon. So let me add that to my notes. Have to get that, and maybe that'll be some of the tea that I give away as well. But of course, if I'm going to give away tea, I always want to be serving it or having it the night that I give it away. So I'll definitely have to get some to not only try, but to have at a tea party, and then let it be some to give away. How fun would that be? All right, let me see if I can try this. That is good. It's a very strong cinnamon taste in this one. So it literally tastes like the little hot cinnamon candies that you would get. So I'm loving it. All right. I'm going to play some music. I'm busy visiting the pond myself at the moment. Oh no. Oh no, Tiffany. I'm so sorry. Well, hopefully your frog is sitting on a lily pad and doesn't have very deep to go. In other words, it does not have to dive down into the pond very deep. So, but this is a perfect place and perfect time to work on your frogging with some great company. Again, if you're here in the background, just sitting with us at the craft table, welcome into the Joyful House. Glad you are here. Hope you will find this to be a relaxing time together. Definitely grab some joy. And that is something I like to do anytime we come together in the Joyful House, and we have not done it yet. So I would like to not only welcome you in, but encourage you to find your joy, but also on this wonderful Monday evening, I'm going to welcome you to join me as we express our joy. Well, I look forward to seeing what is on your hook and what you are working on. And I'm going to go ahead and open up the floor to our first song for tonight. And it is called Last Cappuccino in Rio. Hello, Terry. Welcome in. Thank you for coming and joining us. Again, just a reminder, if there's anyone here that would like to come up, let me know and I'll be happy to drop the link. Otherwise, grab a project and let's get some stuff done. Let's create some magic around the craft table. Thank you, Laura, for welcoming Terry in. Thank you, Tara, for saying hello to Laura. Again, don't be shy. Tell me what you're working on. Let me know if you've ever made, whatever you're working on, if you've ever made one before, or if this is your first time making it. Miss Terry says, "Ah, look." Oh, that was Nightbot that said that. I was reading what Nightbot said. Well, thank you, Nightbot. That is so sweet. Nightbot says, "Ah, look who it is. Thank you for coming to the Joyful House today." And Nightbot is talking about Terry. Awesome, awesome. All right. Our next song is called Never Slow Me Down. A little funky upbeat. That was a nice little uptown upbeat. Let me finish this stitch and then I'm going to head over to the chat. I don't know if y'all can hear Sadie Girl in there. She is trying to get Mr. Joyful's attention. She is so loud. I take it that's a TREAT. That, I was going to say, that looks like a happy tail going over there. It's going a mile a minute. He said she's sitting back with her paw up, and that's her way of asking for a TREAT. I don't know if y'all can hear her. Let me know if y'all can hear her. She is kind of loud on our end, but I know that the microphone may not be picking that up. She's like, Mommy's talking to them TV people again. She's been in there a while. All right. Candy says, I did not sleep well for 2 days. You know why? Stress. Anyway, off to bed, so tired. Well, sweet dreams, my friend. Have a good night. And yes, have been definitely praying for you and this rather huge decision that you are needing to make. I know that God will lead you to the right place in that decision. He never gives us more than we can handle. That is for sure. Wanda says, right now I'm eating my supper. I fixed a cheeseburger and getting the toppings all over me. That was me this morning with my breakfast, Wanda. I got it all over me. Thank goodness I had an extra load of clothes, which just to wash, which just reminded me. I think they're still in the washing machine. I'll see if I can get Mr. Joyful to take a peek in there, and if they are, to throw them in the dryer for me. We had pizza dogs tonight for supper. It's a pizza version of a hot dog. My kids love that growing up. My mom made it for us kids when we were growing up. I know I've talked about them before here on the channel, but if you're here and you're not certain what a pizza dog is and you want to know what it is, be happy to share it with you. It is a very quick, easy, delicious meal to make. And most of the time, if your kids love pizza and hot dogs, they will love these, and you will be so happy with how quick they make up and the little mess that they make, except for if you drip it on your clothes. When you get a chance, baby, will you do me a favor and see if my clothes are still in the washing machine? And if so, throw them in the dryer for me, please. Thank you. Thank you, Terry, for hugging our sweet candy out. And Terry is saying yummy to Wanda's cheeseburger. I love a good grilled, like on the grill cheeseburger, Wanda. Not a overly big fan of restaurant processed burgers, but oh, fire the grill up and plop one on the grill. All right, let's see.
Almost dry.
Oh, they were in the dryer? Yeah. Oh, you did. Okay. I was thinking I did, but okay. Well, thank you. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Don't you remember doing that?
Ain't no telling. Don't ask me tomorrow what I did today, because I won't be able to remember. All right. Terry says, yummy. And Terry says, leave you running. Sick grand should be packing. Oh. Well, I pray that your grandbabies start feeling better. When we go to play the next song, I will actually quietly say a quick prayer for them. And with that, this one is done, except for the border that I'll be putting on it. So stay tuned. But there are the butterflies all completed. So look at there. I got one finished, one more to go, and then I'm going to bring my Crafts of the Heart project to the table. So I've shown you the green one and the yellow one, and now I just have the pink one to finish up. So I usually always make at least 2 of our projects with the Joy team when we do these mystery make-alongs. I try to do one either up ahead of time to double test the patterns, and then one with them. But this time I was helping someone who was like me and had never done filet before to kind of get the knack of it. And I'd gotten so much done on the third one, which this was my third one, that rather than frogging it, I just decided to keep going with it. So that's cool, because now I'm going to be giving away one of these on the channel. It'll either be this pink one or the green one, because the yellow one I am actually going to do for myself. So in fact, I'm going to put it on my little cart right over here beside me. Or I haven't decided. I may lay it across underneath the monitor here. So that holds some pictures of my grandbabies and my name plaque, and then some painted rocks that Miss Kim from Southern Winter made me. so sweet, Wanda. She says, take care, Terry. He's doing great, Miss Terry. He is doing really well. We called today to find out about his physical therapy appointment because we had not heard from them. Now, granted, he'd only been there since last Wednesday, but we thought for sure that we would have heard by the end of the week for his first therapy appointment, and we had not. So we called first thing this morning as soon as 9 o'clock hit, and they informed us that we were supposed to let them know where we wanted to go. I was like, interesting. And she says, are you even familiar with any of our therapy places? And as many of you know, this palmetto bone and joint doesn't have a very warm fuzzy in our family's life because they're the ones that created my spine injury when I had my surgery, messed up my sister's neck. So they already have a kind of and we should definitely be in the records. Plus, Todd has seen them before when his hand got crushed in the machine at work, and received that permanent damage. So just kind of felt like, I don't know. Anyway, long story short, we have a physical therapy appointment made for him, and it is on Wednesday at 11:30. So after that physical therapy appointment and whatever he learns from it will determine if he tries to go back to work on Thursday. He did put his shoes on today, and he did put the little cups in the heel of his shoes to go to work. He went down there to talk with his boss and turn in all of his paperwork and whatnot. And even though we talked to his boss toward the end of last week, he did not tell us that he was going to be gone this week on vacation. So he was not there for Todd to talk to, but nonetheless, Todd did go ahead and turn that paperwork in. So they have a copy of it. But anyway, so right now we're just kind of waiting to see how things go Wednesday at the physical therapist to determine if he goes back Thursday or if he waits and tries to go back Monday. Either way, he will have to kind of be mindful and take things easy. In his job, he is constantly on his feet, running across a concrete floor. And at times, he is running across a catwalk. How long is that catwalk, approximately, Todd? About 30 feet. And that just takes him from one side of the machine to the other. But also sometimes his job requires him to actually carry and haul wood. So lumber, because that's, what he does. He works in a lumber mill with Georgia Pacific. So anyway, we will see. But we are grateful that for the most part, he's doing well here in the house. He has kind of graduated from the crutches to using a cane to sometimes just trying to walk short distances just to kind of test the balance and whatnot and the pain tolerance. But he could not keep his shoes on for too long today. So that's going to be another test. But anyway, I think overall he's pleased with where he's at. He just, as he said to me earlier today, he can't wait to get back to normal. And of course we giggled. What is normal? So our word is he can't wait to get back to daily, to doing what he does on the daily. And I certainly can understand that. All right, let me check the chat, and then I'm going to bring in our next song. If you're popping in with us, welcome in. We're just sitting around the craft table making some magic, trying to get some projects done, and just hanging out, chit-chatting, and listening to some music. very laid back. So if you are just popping in, hope you'll come and stay a while with us. But if not, if you're just popping in to say hello, thank you for doing that. Thank you for the opportunity to love on you a minute. Be sure and take some joy with you when you head out. And if you don't mind, I would love to see you leave your thumb as a thank you. All right. Let me go check on our chat. Miss Laura says, hi, Sadie girl. Could y'all hear her when she was asking him for the treat? And Miss Tiffany says, hello to you, Mr. Joyful. I don't know if you could hear him, but he said, hello and thank you, Miss Tiffany. So doing good, doing good. Wanda says, I had some prime rib burgers. Oh my gosh, my mouth is watering. Oh, in the freezer that I needed to cook. So she said she put seasoning on them and put them in the oven. Thank you so much, Miss Laura. Todd, Miss Laura said that she is praying for you. He says, thank you, thank you. He can take all that he can get. And thank you, Laura, for saying hello to Wanda, and Wanda saying hello back. Right, Wanda? Makes no sense. I mean, if somebody's never had physical therapy before, first off, well, I said to her, I said, what do you mean, where does he want to go? Because, see, when I originally had physical therapy on my foot when I severed the plantar fasciitis, I was first. Then Todd went in and he had physical therapy when he crushed his hand. And then even when I started my spine surgery and I had to start physical therapy, they came to my home at first. Now that was a different company. That was called Amadeus because they were an in-home PT. But when I went to go out for PT, I had a choice between Palmetto Bone and Joint, where we had been before, or I could have gone through the wellness center, through the hospital, or I could have gone through Newberry physical therapy. Well, in the end, because of the access to the building, I chose Newberry physical therapy because literally you walk in the door and, you know, you're right there received and welcomed in, and you don't have a long way to walk to get to the actual place. Whereas with the one with the hospital, you had to walk in and walk down through this big lobby area and then walk down this corridor. The one at Palmetto Bone and Joint, it was all in the same office. It was just down one of the hallways where the doctors saw the patients. And so I was a little confused. And she says, yeah, when we moved to the new building, we didn't carry that over, but Newberry Hospital is over here with us. Well, then why not even just schedule it right then? I mean, or like he just said, or either say before we leave, you'll need to call and schedule this. They didn't say that. They just said, well, the doctor set you up for physical therapy. So we were left under the impression that they were going to call us with a time. But anyway, so it's all good. It's all good. It's all figured out. Hello, beautiful Mara. Welcome in. She says, been listening as I showered and gotten my PJs on. Well, hello and happy end of the Monday to you. Hope you are doing well. I was trying to get my hook into that so I could work on this stitch. Thank you guys so much for welcoming our sweet Mara in. If you are not a part of her beautiful family, I was about to say sweet and beautiful together, her sweetable family, then please definitely go check her out. Mara, if you don't mind dropping the word joy in the chat. So if there should be anyone here that is not part of your family, that they can definitely come over there and say hello. All right. Getting this one done. This is why I should be doing these more often. So I'm encouraged to get these projects on and off my hook. Thank you, everyone that has welcomed Mara in. Terry says, I hope Mr. Joyful has copies, wrote down who received them. Absolutely. Absolutely, Miss Terry. His wife drives him crazy over that kind of stuff. But he usually thanks me somewhere down the road later. May not be happy with me in the moment writing him about it, but my kiddos are the same way. They'll be like, okay, Mom, okay. And then later they're like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. You saved me a whirlwind of heartache. Just like I'll never forget on a camping trip one time. I got made fun of because I was such a stickler about when you're done with your food to put it up and to put it high. And had people rolling their eyes at me and just like, oh, she's just too much. She's just too much. But guess what? Todd and I were the only one who didn't have our food hauled off by critters. Yep. One of the families with us, they spent over $1,000 in food because their food kept getting hijacked by the critters. By the end of the trip, I was notably noted as the wise camper of the group. But yes, we've learned the hard way though, Terry, from some of my own medical experiences. So we make sure we get everything documented, every I dotted, every T crossed, every name written down. It's a shame that it has to be that way, you know?
Insulin. It's 11:30 p.m.
Oops. I'll be okay to take that when we get off of here tonight. All right. Again, thank you guys for welcoming our lovely Mara in. Mara saying hello back. And Todd, Miss Terry's giving you her prayers. He says, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wanda says, I'm trying to get my freezers and cabinet empty so I don't have as much to take when she moves. Very, very true. I know that's going to be coming up. I mean, I know it's not till what, August, September-ish, but time is flying by. Like it was so surreal to me when Traveling Box of Joy, it was upon us. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like that came up quick. Although, I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm ready for it. I'm excited for it. But then also with that comes the realization that means we're halfway through the year. So time keeps moving quickly upon us. Morris's daughter is calling. Be right back. Hope she enjoys that call. Love it when I get to talk to my kiddos. Oh, she's back. Well, hope you got some good loving from your daughter. And it was a good call. Terry says, I have a OWCP claim. Never seen such crazy. I am so sorry. She says, sign my name, was offered copies. Glad I got a copy she had added to it. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, nice. I'm glad. So again, from being a Joy Team member. Love it. There it is right there. So yes, if you guys are not a member of her channel, please go over and hit that subscribe button and become a part of her beautiful family. That's enough, Sadie girl. You already asked your daddy for one. And he gave you a treat. Now go lay down. Go lay down. She's going to lay down right here outside the studio. That's fine. It's getting too late for you to have those kind of treats at night like this. Yeah. All right. When Mara mentioned Nightbot, Nightbot says, "Are you flirting with me?" Nightbot loves you. All right, let me bring in our next song. And it is called My First True Love. Nice. All right. Mara says she was calling to tell me she won. Congratulations to her. A 2K scholarship toward her upcoming Duke University nursing program. That should cover Are you serious? That is like not even funny. She said that should cover at least one textbook. Oh my goodness. She says actually more like a month's written, utilities more like. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. But she was excited and crying, just wanted to tell me how happy it made her. I am sure, though, and every little bit helps, but that's just, wow, crazy, crazy. Hello, my beautiful Queen Bridget. Bridget. You made me cry tonight. You made me cry, my friend. I went back while I was eating my dinner after we finished up at your house. I went back to listen to the first half of your live that I missed because I was finishing my member live. And, I know you had kind of mentioned that she was going to be your joyful fairy, but I had no idea that you were going to name your joyful fairy Cynthia. So thank you. That meant a lot. I hope every single day when you put your eyes on her, that she fills you with an abundance of joy. And I love the swing you made her. I do hope that, and it's okay if you can't, but I hope that when you're able to put her up, that at least for a little while, somehow, she can be seen in your backdrop when you're doing your lives. But oh my gosh, I did bring I showed him the pictures first that you sent me. So he had already seen those earlier today, but then I made him come in. I rewound the video and had him watch it. And oh my goodness, she is a lot taller than I thought she was from the pictures. 23 inches from the tip of her toes to the top tip of her wings. So you worked hard, my friend. So job well done. Job well done. And I'm honored. I'm honored that you've named her after me. So, but made me cry. Sweet tears. Joyful tears, but nonetheless. All right, let me make this next stitch. And I will come back to the chat. Look at there. You guys are helping me knock these projects out. Oh, she says much love, much love. It was felt. It was felt. As I left in my comment on the video, my heart was filled with all kinds of squishiness. So, but yes, yes. All right, well, let me bring in the next song. And if you're here with us and you're popping in or you're sitting in the background working on a project here with us, so glad to have you here in the Joyful House. Thank you for joining us as we sit around the craft table and make some magic. I decided to go live tonight to try and knock out some of these projects that I'm a little bit behind on so I can make sure I meet the deadlines when I'm supposed to. And I am wrapping up the portion of the Joy Team Mystery Make-Along that we are working on tonight. And I've already completed the other two. And after I put in these next 3 double crochets, I will have only 1 row left of this third one. And then I'll get to move on to yet another project. But that will have me already knocking out 2 projects while we are visiting tonight. So thank you again for being such a beautiful, uplifting part of the Joyful House tonight. Hope that you will come with your own project and sit back and relax. Or if you're unwinding from the day before getting ready for bed, so grateful to have you here. My only request is that you take some joy with you when you leave so that you are guaranteed to have a joyful day tomorrow. And if you will, I'd love it if you'd leave a joy thumb for me on the live. All right, let's go bring in our next song. Said I was going to finish that row, and oops, you know how it goes. Come on, crafters. What do we say? 1 more stitch, 1 more row. Well, 1 more row, and I will have this project done for the night and can move on to the next. All right, let's see. Our next song is called Foolish Notions. Foolish Notions.
walking tall. Some days I got no use for it all. Working hard, making less. Some days are bad, bad at best. Foolish notions, foolish lies. I set to thinking I could make something of me, playing every game except the lottery, serving everybody else and told myself I'm free. Misery is a showy state of bad company. Foolish notions, foolish lies. Foolish notions, they cut me down, down to size. You came along and lifted me up. The going got tough, but the tough got some love. Foolish notions, foolish lies. Foolish notions that made me wanna cry. Foolish notions, foolish lies. Foolish notions, but I said goodbye.
All right. If you're joining us, welcome in. We're just sitting around the craft table, making some magic and working on projects and getting them done. Listening to some music, having a little bit of chit chat. And I am 3 stitches away from wrapping this project up for the night. And then I will come over there and check on the chat. So if you'll give me that few moments to finish this up, please don't think of it as selfish. Just think of it as ambitious as I make this last double crochet and literally bring this project to a close. Oops, I can't believe I just did that. Huh. Instead of doing a double crochet, I actually started to do the joy stitch. Y'all, I got to get off them sweaters. I keep doing the joy stitch on the Harvest Friendship blanket, which it's coming on the Harvest Friendship blanket. But it don't have a place in my fillet. There we go. Let me just double check and make sure I did all the rows. And I'm not leaving one out. Yes, I got them all in. All right. That was so funny that I just tried to do a joy stitch on my fillet. Well, one thing that can tell y'all is once y'all learn what the joy stitch is, you can tell it's a real easy muscle memory. But anyway, there is this one now completed, and you can see the butterflies all in it. So this one too is now ready for its border. And this will be, I just need to take pictures for next Monday night before I start the border on them. But since those are done, I now get to remove this thread, and later I will add the 3 on that I'll be doing the borders in. But I love these stands. If you didn't get to see it at the tea party last Thursday, I just got a new one from Bree, from Breezy's Crafty Creations. Let me wind this up. Let me tuck that tail in. Well, it's a good thing I was finishing up on these last 2. I'm almost out of my yellow. You can see the cardboard coming through. It's about to run out of that color. And same thing with this one. You can see the cardboard starting to come through. Oh, actually, when I look at the pink, same thing. So perfect timing on that. Had a couple Joy team members that actually did run out of their colors, and we're having to get more. So I hope they're able to find it and get it in before next week. So I'll add the colors for the border to that later. Put these over here so I can get them bagged back up and put on the mini yarn wall over here. All right. I was laughing earlier with this chai tea. You know how when you eat the red hot candies, which is what I told you it literally tastes like, you know how if you eat just a few, it's like, okay, you've got that cinnamon taste, but if you put a mouthful in, the more you chew, the hotter it becomes, like that more cinnamon burst. That's exactly how this tea is. If you sip it, you've got that light little cinnamon taste flavor. But if you take a big old gulp, it's like a mouthful of those, cinnamon candies, which, if you like cinnamon, is good. Well, this is so good. I've already almost finished this tea that we started at the beginning. So I'm going to go ahead and get my water going for my next tea. What do y'all think I should have? Should I do the lemon, the green tea lemon, or the green tea mint? I'll let you guys decide. All right, let's go check on our chat. Laura was saying hello to our sweet Bridget. Laura says, if was not coughing, I would come up. We'll definitely hope that cough goes away. I definitely was praying for Miss Terry a minute ago. So in our next song, I will say a little prayer for you, Laura. She says, and slowly getting tired. Miss Tiffany says the mint. So the mint it shall be. So I'll have the mint next. And it's just green tea with natural mint flavors. And it does have some peppermint leaves in it. So I had one of these earlier today, and it is really good. So this is going to be a tasty treat. All right. And I just realized that with finishing all of those, I did not put my little stitch markers back on. So I do want to slide my stitch markers in. This is my bubblegum stitch marker. This is one of my favorites. I need to make up some more of my stitch markers to give away. And this is my little Cinderella pumpkin carriage stitch marker. That one was a gift from my friend Tasha when she owned her shop. I don't get to see her much anymore, but her daughter is expecting a baby girl in September. So that's another reason I want to kind of get some of my projects caught up, because I'd love to do something for Megan for the baby. All right, let me pull this Joy sweater up. Start working on it. Well, thank you, thank you. I got to knock 2 projects out right there tonight. So that alone made this a successful sitting around the craft table. Normally, I only plan to do these for an hour, but tonight, since I'm trying to get some work done and caught up, I am going to hang for just a little bit longer. Laura says, I bought some of the cinnamon candies in Halifax. They're called chicken bones. Oh, wow. How interesting. I have never heard them call that. I do love the cinnamon candies. It's been a hot minute since I've had some. I need to scoot over here, you guys. This teapot gets really heavy when it's full like this. You can see my steam going there. Oh, yeah. Nothing like a fresh cup of tea. Smells like that. It's not dentine. Todd, what's that chewing gum with the twins on it? Double mint. Smells like the double mint chewing gum is what it smells like. That just took me back to a nostalgic moment with my birth father's dad. We called him Papa Gar. He used to take us kids. This is back when a pack of gum, you know, the little sticks of gum, the little 5-pack sticks of gum. He would take us down to the little local convenience store, and he'd always buy us a pack of Wrigley's gum. And it cost him like 5 or 10 cents a pack. You don't see that anymore, do you? But love my Papa Gar. He passed away just a few weeks before I graduated from high school in 1988. But his wife, we called her Mama Williams and Papa Gar, but she got to come to my high school graduation, so that was cool. Laura says, Thursday, I'll show you. The cinnamon hot is the hard candy with chocolate inside. Wow. I've never heard of that. That is awesome. That is cool. So when Laura went to see her family in Halifax, she got some cinnamon candy, and it's got chocolate on the inside, and they call them chicken bones. Isn't that cool? I'm trying to imagine what the cinnamon candy and the chocolate would taste like, but I guess it would kind of be like a cinnamon bark. What you think? Yeah. And that is good. I bet that is good. All right. Make sure I get the right hook. Right hook. I'm tired of frogging things because I grabbed the wrong hook. So. Hi. All right. I don't think I have that right here. Well, I just cleaned up. If you're commenting, I'll be right back. I'm not ignoring you. I just want to keep being productive. Todd. had it over here, but I don't see it. Knocking my bottles of water over. Ah. Me found it. Me found it. Me found it. I've put this on my wish list for a future giveaway here on the channel. I have fallen in love with these little bags. These are the ones where you can put your hooks in and the little pouch, you unsnap it there and you snap it there. I'm acting like I'm left-handed and not functioning very well with my right hand, but I'm actually right-handed. There we go. And then it opens. You can put your cell phone there, and then you have all your hooks and stuff. So, and places for your notion. I'm going to eventually put my neck light in here. Alrighty. Okay. All right, you guys, let's bring in some more music. This is called Good Morning. Nice. That was fun and upbeat. I'm getting my pattern open. All right. This next song is called Lovable Clown Sitcom. Lovable Clown Sitcom. Okay. Interesting way to end that song. All right. This one is called Highway Whispers.
Calling down my name. Why don't you hear me wonder? Ooh, ooh. Midnight highway, shining just like sin. Why don't you hear me wonder? Ooh, ooh. Tell me, river, where your current flows. Why don't you hear me wonder? Ooh, ooh. Stop your freight train, let a lost man ride. Why don't you hear me wonder? Ooh, ooh. Fare you well, darling, coming back no more. Why don't you hear me wonder? Ooh, ooh. Who's been whispering since I've been gone so long? Freedom calling.
How's everybody doing? Hopefully you're getting as much done on your projects as I am. I know that was a very odd ending. I don't think I will play that one again. I think I will completely remove that one from our playlist of music. Oh, sorry. An odd little pain. Just kind of shoot through my eye there a minute. Mara says, take care, everyone. I finished drying my hair and brushing my teeth. Have a great rest of your night. Well, thank you so much, Mara, for spending some time with us as you got ready for your sweet dreams time. Hope you have a good night's rest and a great and awesome, joyful day tomorrow. All right. Thank you, Laura, for hugging our Mara out. And Laura says, good night, Cynthia, Mr. Joyful Sadie, and everyone in the chat. Have a great rest of your evening. Same to you as well, Laura. Thank you so much for being here. And this is for you and Mara both. Thank you for dropping in and spending some time with us. Do hope you have some sweet dreams and a good night's rest. So good night to both of you. All right. All right. I'm trying to figure out, I wrote down where I left off. I'm just trying to figure out exactly where I need to actually officially start, pull my thoughts together, switching from one project to another. But hey, we're crocheting. Of course, maybe not everybody is. That might not be your craft of choice, and that is okay. All right. Next song we're going to play is called Hoppin' Trains. Hoppin' Trains. All right. This next song is called House of Cards. House of Cards.
And when you go, I will fall back apart. Find pieces of me all over the yard. In this house of cards. She says, hey man, there were just too many days. When our good intentions only got in the way. And I almost never know what I should say. Maybe nothing, nowhere ever was that okay. In this house of cards, with only hearts. You cannot reap what you never did sow. You cannot learn what you never won't know. In this house of cards, with only hearts. In this house of cards, and these lonely hearts.
All right. This next song is called I Don't Think So.
I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. I don't think so. No, 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 no. Maybe someday you'll have it your way. Maybe someday it'll all work out. Until then, nope, a nope, a nope, a nope, definitely nope, a nope, nope, a nope. Probably never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. Oh no.
That was cute. Attaching my yarn here. Okay. Got so many projects going on. I had to make sure I had the right pattern in mind, especially since I've been making all these little kiddo sweaters and they're a little bit different on the sleeve. So I had to make sure I was on the same page. And I have a book full of notes because I've written this pattern in two different ways for the children and the adult. But on the second way for the adult, I stopped because I didn't like it, and I just stuck to the first one. But with the child's, I had 2 different versions of it, so I had to find the right set of notes. And yes, I'm a little bit more organized than that, but I can't have all my screens open, so I didn't think that through ahead of time, but that's all right. I'm where I need to be, so I can work just a little bit. We'll hang out probably another 20 minutes or so and then call it a night. But nonetheless, I feel pretty good. I've made some progress tonight, so thank y'all for that. Bridget says, cute song, but that songwriter needs to have a little bit more positive outlook. I agree, Bridget. Let me see. I can tell you who that songwriter was. Where did that song? Let's see. I don't think so. Oh, it's not going to give it to me all here. I have to go back and look at the other one. Sometimes it'll have it in the title, but the title is so long. But let me see if I can click on that. Nope. Let me see while it's open if I
so.
click on it.
No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. I don't think so. No, 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 no. Maybe someday you'll have it your way. Maybe someday it'll all work out.
By the group called the
Until
Soundlings.
then, nope, a nope.
Well, I agree with you. The Soundlings need to be a little bit more positive.
Nope, a nope. Probably never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. Oh no.
All right, let's go to something that is really positive and upbeat, and I'm sure one that everyone will know, because it is called Putting on the Ritz. That's some crochet music. Now that was fun. Made me kind of want to do that little kind of dancing and a little top of hat and a little bit of jazz hands. That was fun. Hey, China, welcome in. Nugs. How are you? We're just sitting around the craft table listening to some crazy music, working on our projects, making some magic, trying to get caught up on some projects I'm behind on. She says, Bridget says, love that song. That was definitely a fun song. One that everyone should recognize for sure. All right, this next one, if I remember this correctly, it was a pretty good song. It's called Porch Light Hymn. Bring out our country.
Porch light flicker on the siding, moths dancing like they know the tune. Porch light flicker on the siding, moths dancing like they know the tune. Every breath feels borrowed, but tonight the world's in tune. Old chair hums beneath me, plank boards keep the time. Old chair hums beneath me, plank boards keep the time. If this sound ain't perfect, that's how it's mine. Someone left the radio humming low next door. Someone left the radio humming low next door. Static sings the harmony. I couldn't ask for more. Light burn uneven, let the shadows play. Yeah, the porch light burn uneven, keep the night from drifting away. If this ain't heaven, it'll do for today.
Yes. Ain't nothing better than sitting out on the porch, just drinking in nature, whether it be daylight or nighttime. I think that's why I like that one. All right. I am gonna let's see. Where's my channel stuff? Right there. All right, next song is called When Johnny Goes Marching. We should know this one too. All right. All right. I loaded up some other songs. To be honest, you're welcome to hang with me. I was going to get off, but to be honest, Mr. Joyful's having fun with his computer game, and I'm going to just sit here and crochet a little bit longer anyway, so I might as well just spend some time with you guys. So I was changing out some of the music and adding some new ones that we've not played. And I'm going to add one more, and that should be enough to get us through for the night. Don't think I loaded that one. No. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. This is called, oh, let me check the chat real quick. One says, I am still here working on one of my Crafts of the Heart projects. Same here. Love it. All right. This next song is called Starlight on the Water. Oh, that's pretty. Thank you for choosing my favorite too. It is very, very good. Love it. That tea bag some more and letting it really seep in there. That was really pretty. This next one is called Innocence. Innocence. a weird echo. That was cute, but the echo was a little weird on it. All right, this is called Sea of Ancestry. Like sea is in the ocean, Sea of Ancestry. If you're here joining us, welcome in. We're just sitting around the craft table working on our own individual projects, making magic, and listening to some music. All right. This next song is called This Little Light of Mine. All right. It was a little jazzy and upbeat. All right. Our next song is called Country Sky. Country Sky. right. Let me finish this stitch. Again, I appreciate those who are here with me, encouraging me to get my projects done. Hope I'm encouraging you to get yours done, and you're finding a little bit of joy in the midst of all that. This next song is called From Here On In by Everett Allman. Sorry. Another song. Again, I want to thank everyone for being here and spending this time with me around the craft table as we just work on our projects and make progress on them and enjoy each other's company and listen to music. This next song is called Leafing Through the Days, like leaf in the trees, leafing through the days. And you see if it tells me it's by somebody named Nathan, but I don't get the full last name. But anyway, leafing through the trees. Bridget says, always lovely to spend time with friends and craft. Right. Right. And this is just so peaceful and just so calming and no drama. I love it. I love it. And I'm working on my third project since we started tonight. So woo, woo, that makes me feel so good. All right. This next song is called River Radio. River Radio. Well, a beat. Play that piano. That was pretty cool. My hook is trying to catch on fibers it don't need to catch on. There we go. Trying to do the invisible join and my yarn kept sliding off my hook. All righty. This one is called Numb Sky by Mark Karen and a guy named Scott, but his last name is cut off. Numb Sky. Makes me think of Rainbow Rhapsody a little bit. There are a lot of times that different little tunes and beats in that made me think of Rainbow Rhapsody. It was still different from it, but sometimes it had some of those similar little beats. Let me do this invisible join and cut my yarn, and I will take us to the next song. Well, I say that. Been having some issues with my hands today. There we go. Okay. All right. Again, I thank you if you're here with me, just hanging out at the craft table, working on our projects. Bridget says she was thinking the same thing. Yeah, sometimes it just had those beats that just kind of made me drift to that thought. Glad I'm not alone. All right, this next one is called Oh Fire by Carmen Maria and Adu, and I don't have the rest of his name. I do where I take it from, but let me see. I might be able to pull it up over here since I still have this open. Let's see if I've got it. You okay? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You just had a heavy sigh.
I'm playing a jump scare.
Oh, he's playing a jump scare. Oh Fire by Carmen Maria and Adu Espinal. All right, here we go. Give me just a second. So I don't know where I was talking about the baby kitten outside. That might have been Sunday. At Reel It In Sunday. Yes, it was, because I wanted to go ahead and get off of there after we finished to go check on the kitten. And he was only a day old. And we had this bad thunderstorm. Well, I say bad. I enjoyed it. But for him, being only about a day, maybe 2 days at the max, very weak, left alone, abandoned by his mom, it was a bad storm for him. But unfortunately, when we went back out to check on him after my live Sunday, he was deceased. So we got Todd's brother, since Todd would be unable to dig, to dig a little grave for him. And we did bury him today. So that was sad. But this is now our third litter of kittens this spring. So the first litter that I shared with you on that Friday night that Todd and I played outside on the sidewalk and steps with them, all 6 of them are still thriving and doing well. Of course, they're old enough that their eyes are open. You got to see their eyes open. The second litter is probably about 3 weeks old now. And then we're assuming somewhere there's a third litter for this tiny little, newborn kitten to appear. Of course, the eyes weren't open, but it was so sad, you guys. We did take pictures when it was still alive. In the pictures, even though his eyes are not open, he looks so much bigger than what he actually was. And I was going to take another picture just to kind of get a better idea of his size, but I just couldn't bring my heart. Oh, I'm going to get emotional. I could not bring my heart to take a picture of him deceased. But in all, I mean, he was like no bigger than this. Like, I mean, he was very, very just tiny. So I'm feeling that maybe he was the runt of the litter and Mama just abandoned him. But, oh my gosh, I don't know. I love the little runts of the litter. I don't know why Mama's abandoned them. I guess because they feel they'll never measure up. I don't know, but it just, sometimes I don't understand nature and the course of it. But anyway, he was solid black, just beautiful as he could be. Just, so sad, so sad, so sad. But again, we don't know if there's any more. We've not seen or heard them, whining. We always can hear them. When we know that there's a storm coming, we always try to help the mama cats, have a place. We've got a lot of those little pet carriers. So we'll pad those down with fresh towels and stuff and put a towel over the top so that in the cold, when it's wintertime, we do that. And then in the spring and summertime, we wash those little kennel things out really well. But so we try to help them since they're all outdoor cats. With Sadie girl, it was different when we had cats and she came into the home as a puppy. But for her to be here and try to bring in a cat or a kitten, she wouldn't understand. I don't think she would hurt it to hurt it. I think she would hurt it trying to play with it. So she loves to chase cats when she sees them out in the yard. And anytime there are kittens and she can hear them, she goes crazy and begs us to go outside. And of course, we won't let her just go out free. She has to go out on a leash because she just gets so excited that she don't listen as well as she normally should or does. But anyway, I don't know, something just took me to thinking about that little kitten. And for those of you that were at Reel It In Sunday, I did want to let you know. So I haven't decided if I'm going to show those pictures at the tea party or not, because it's not very joyful to show this cute little precious baby and then announce that it's not alive anymore. So I'll make those decisions as I continue to make the videos for Thursday. But anyway, all right, let me check the chat and then I'll head to our next song, which is going to be called Merry-Go-Round. Bridget says, that storm was nuts. My poor little chicken nuggets were soaking wet when I ran out to bring them in. Oh, and by the way, I love the fact that you gave them Flintstone names. That is just so cute and so adorable. Bridget, I love your heart. I love your heart for animals. They say that you can learn a lot by people, by the way they treat animals, treat children, treat the elderly, human beings in general, just humankind in general, but especially the way they treat animals says a lot about a person. So love your big heart. She says, I'm taking care of a littler right now because Mama is young and not very smart. She has her babies in different places. You said that, Bridget, and that is something we talked about. we think we know who the mama is. We definitely know who the daddy is of them, the little black one. And he himself is very young. He is just from a litter late spring last year. So if the mama is who we think it is, she is also very young and probably just doesn't have that full instinct yet. But again, if she's got more babies somewhere, we have no idea where they are. But yes, that storm was a little crazy yesterday. But I did ask Mr. Joyful if we could turn the AC off and open the door, which I didn't have to ask him. I could have done that, but he's paying the bills right now, so I have to make sure he's okay with that, which, I mean, turning the AC off and opening the door is going to save power or save electricity, save money, but not when it gets hot and you got to close the door and turn the AC back on. But anyway, honestly, I say this, but I think I could live in a cabin with no electricity. But it would be hard adjusting from the lifestyle that I live, because obviously I'm on the internet a lot with YouTube, but in general, I think I could get used to it. I know that when we were at the cabin last fall, part of my favorite time being there is first thing in the morning. Yes, I'd need electricity to make my cup of coffee, but I'm sure I could light the stone fire, and we've got the metal tins and stuff. I could heat up some coffee that way. But having the coffee fix while I got dressed and washed my face, brushed my teeth, it was nice then to grab that cup of coffee and just go sit outside and just feel the morning, dew and the morning breeze, and hear the animals and the wind blowing through the trees. And then the same thing at night, like watching the sun go away. And I want to go to the cabin. I want to live at the cabin. Anyway. Wanda says, I keep hoping that we would get some of that rain. I'm good with the storm also. Yes, I love a good storm. And when we were there last fall, it did rain a couple days while we were there. And even though it kind of prevented us from moving out and about and walking a little bit, your girl wasn't complaining, because there's nothing gooder, however you want to say it. I'll get real country than sitting on that porch crocheting and listen to them raindrops and that thunder rolling in. And that's how I want my heaven to be. Just put me on a porch somewhere, God, and let it rain. Oh, let me hear the nature. All right. Bridget says, it is what the king. Oh, I was thinking. Oh, okay. That was something else. That was way back on the Rainbow Rhapsody song. Bridget says, I'd be okay until it was time to sleep. I need my room to be cold. That is Mr. Joyful. So I can snuggle in my blankets. That is Mr. Joyful. He does too, which I will admit, I'm getting more and more accustomed to actually sleeping with it cold and finding that I do actually sleep better the colder it is. It is more healthy for you. So that would be a very peaceful life. Yes, Bridget. Yes, yes. Tiffany says, yes, I like my bedroom cold while I'm sleeping too. Yes, yes. And we can't right now because it's gotten a little bit on the filled in side. I don't want to say the clutter word, but Anyway, when it pours and stuff, especially during the summer, I love to go out onto our screened-in porch because the windows are open and sleep on the couch out there and just go to sleep to that rain. Smell the rain. Some people say you can't smell rain. I can smell rain. It smells good. All right. I'm not getting any crochet done. Talking. Here we go. Merry-go-round. Bridget says she can smell the rain. Thank you. I agree. It can be smelt. What?
The rain, the washing that actually amplifies your other senses.
I'm so sorry. Say that one more time.
The rain actually amplifies your sense of smell.
So
The moisture you get from the rain amplifies your sense of smell.
So he's saying,
So you're actually smelling that dirt and stuff like that.
he's saying the moisture from the rain actually amplifies your sense of smell, which also heightens your other senses.
Smell stuff better.
You can smell things better, he says. All right. Our next song is called Skedaddle Back. Skedaddle Back. This should be interesting. It's by Nathan Moore. Angel says, I've enjoyed being in your live. Good night, everyone. Stay safe. I'll leave you going. Stay safe. Thank you. Good night, Angela. Sweet dreams. And this is for you. Thank you for dropping in and spending some time with us. And hope you have a great Tuesday tomorrow. And a great day. Have a great day tomorrow. All right. I'll probably finish out the songs that we have on this playlist, which is not that many more. And finish working on this a little bit. And then I'll give it a little bit more attention tomorrow, and then I will go over to Mayanji and then get my video recorded because I am behind. I normally have everything ready to record on Monday morning. I was looking to see if I had some chapstick in here. Y'all, I have struggled and struggled the last year and a half with chapped lips. I've never in my life had chapped lips, but I can't seem to get rid of it. And it's already made some of my lips disappear. Like right here where I've got this piece of skin that won't really heal. I'm missing some of the color from my lips. And I've got a spot missing right there. Although that part's never been chapped, but it's gone away. How weird. I'm losing pigmentation in my lip color. Anyway. This ain't the glamour show. This is called Stick With It, and it's also by Nathan Moore. Sorry, making notes. All right. Thank you, Bridget, for loving Angela out. Hello, Miss Doris. She's just popping in to say hi again. Love it. Thank you for dropping in and allowing us to give you a quick hug and nug and a little bit of love and a little bit of joy. I know you are crazy busy all the time, but if you can stay with us a minute, awesome. If not, again, thank you for stopping by. Would love you to leave your joy thumb if you don't mind. All right, our next song is called Where I Stand. Where I Stand. All right, this one's called Summertime. Well, that had a nice little beat to it. All right. This one's called Yesterdays.
Spending the night in Dixon, 60-odd miles from a plan. Is it too late to learn to listen? Too late to be less a man? How many yesterdays are between us now? How many yesterdays are between us now? Carried it all, cobbling miles as we go, a line at a time, or a sad swan song, offering up purple prose. And I'd find you if I could, invite you to the final act. But I think it's understood, nothing good can come of that. How many yesterdays are between us now? How many yesterdays are between us now? How many yesterdays are between us now?
All right. This is called I Love What You Do to Me. I love what you do to me.
You bring me down for all to see, then switch it up and treat me right. You promise sun, but you bring rain. I still love what you do to me. The highest highs, the lowest lows. You take me to every extreme. Can't what you do to me. What you do to me.
So that was a little different. When it started, I thought those organs were going to take us to church, but those words did not take us to church. But that's okay. My hook liked the beat. My hook was dancing across the stitches with that music. This song makes me want to have a big feather bow to dance with. I know, right? Right? I agree. I agree. All right. This is called, I don't know how to pronounce this. Let's see. Jugos del Carnaval. This makes me want to be silly. Makes me want to make food right now. Love me some Mexican food. Y'all, I definitely have to have more of these sitting around the craft table. I finally opened my monitor because it kept going off. And the reason it kept going off is just because I was dropping a little bit, not like overly drastic, but the point of what I'm trying to say is my sugars is in the 100s, where over the weekend and the end of last week, I was dealing with some 300s and 400s again. you guys have been like the best medicine. And I'm sure that it is letting go of some of the stress that I have created on myself with these projects and getting behind. So I just want to say thank you for such a fun, relaxing evening. And I definitely indeed will do these more. They won't necessarily always be at night. If I get up in the morning and I got some crochet time, I may jump on. I may do it in the afternoon after I finish my channel preparation. I usually try to work on channel stuff. Usually between 9 and 1. Sometimes it might be 10 and 1. Just simply because I have personally been enjoying my my morning kind of reflection time. It would be the same as my quiet time, but it's just not my quiet time where, you know, I do my devotions and pray. Sometimes I just sit in the silence and just be still and just try to concentrate on breathing in and out and just kind of letting yesterday go and embracing the day. And then something else I've started, I'm not going to go a lot into it because it's just kind of a personal thing, but you know, coming off of some of my diabetic medicine, I have put on an astronomical amount of weight. I got on the scale over the weekend, and in the last 5 to 6 weeks, I have probably put on about 23 pounds, and definitely not happy with that. Todd did get me a watch. It's an early birthday present that not only monitors my heart rate and my blood pressure and all that, and time, of course. A watch does tell time. But the biggest thing that I wanted was a step counter. I used to have a smartwatch that used to do that for me. And so that's what I requested, was something that would allow me to see how many steps I take in a day, because I want to set a goal and then I want to increase that. And then I want to set an overall weekly goal of all the steps I take from, you know, a 7-day total. But I have also started doing a about 10-minute workout in the mornings to try to get me moving a little bit more and get the blood circulation flowing through the body. And so with that, I sometimes don't get in here till 10 o'clock versus 9 o'clock. And of course, all of that is constituent to what time I go to bed. Like tonight, I probably won't get as early of a start as I want tomorrow, but I am nonetheless still hoping to try and get up by 8:30. So we won't be on here too much longer. Something doesn't look right. Oh, I'm doing 3 rounds of this color instead of 2. Whoops. I guess I got into that music a little more than I thought I did. All right. Going to finish up this playlist. Like I said, we only have about maybe 5 more songs. Again, I appreciate y'all being here and relaxing with me. This next song is called Future Freeway. Future Freeway. down there. What's the darning needle? That was a lot of fun. That made me want to get up and dance. I need to incorporate that one in my morning workout routine. That one just screamed, move your body. Weaving in and in at the moment. All righty. If you happen to be stopping by, welcome into the Joyful House. We are literally just hanging out in a stress-free environment, working on our projects and getting them done, making progress, listening to music. All right, this next one sounds really fun. It is called Treasure Hunt, but before I play that, let me head over to the chat. Wanda says, watch it because it will count your crocheting as steps. Also, yes, when I'm crocheting, I have been taking it off and putting it on the charger because I did learn that. And I really, really want it to be accurate. So I've been trying to take it off when I crochet. And I took my rings off, actually, my wedding rings, to really lather up my hands with lotion because earlier today, I was having a lot of issues, which going into building special moments with the Joy team tonight, I was still having issues and I kept lotioning my hands down. So I took my rings off and they're at the table in the living room. But so I feel kind of naked. But anyway, yes, I did learn that, Wanda. And I was like, nope, no cheating. No cheating. Crocheting can't count, although my hands feel the workout, but. Hello, Ambi. Welcome in. So good to see you. She says hello from my creative corner of creation. So good to have you here in the Joyful House. Ambi, if you will, and anyone else that wants to, drop the word joy and Nightbot will shout out your channel. She did. So there is her channel there if you guys want to go over, if you're not a part of her family, and hit that subscribe button and definitely hit some like buttons over there and hit a like button over here. And Miss Doris said giggle with Nightbot, and Nightbot says, let's hope it's clean. I was just looking at my ceiling, not sure if it's the best ceiling in the world, but it's definitely up there. The only thing funny about that, Nightbot, is that it's not funny. Okay. Try another one, Miss Doris. Drop giggle again. And of course, anyone and everyone is free to drop giggle as well. And you can also drop weather and your zip code to see what your weather is like where you are. I'll even try and see if it'll let me do mine, which it is the perfect temperature right now for me. Let's see. That is accurate. It says it is clear with a temperature of 73. My favorite temperature, in the 70s. What do you do when you see a spaceman? Park your car, man. Okay, these are not that great. Miss Doris, try again. Come on, Nightbot. Give us something funny to laugh at. All right. Our next song is called Good Morning. Maybe that's the one I should play last. Let me play that one last. We got one more before that. This one is Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. That will put me to sleep. Oh, it's getting better. Yeah. Love the middle of that one, but for the most part, that would put me to sleep. All right, Miss Doris, did Nightbot give you a good joke? I'm coming to look. I'm getting my yarn, this color attached. Okay. And Ambi's weather in Noonan is conditions are clear with a temperature of 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Love that. Wind is blowing from the east at 1 mile per hour. And the current humidity is 91%. What did one plate say to the other plate? Dinner is on me. That's cute. Thank you, Nightbot. Good night, Wanda. We're actually about to head out soon, too. Nightbot says to Ambi, why can't you hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom? You got it, Todd. You got it, dude. You got it, dude. The P is silent. Up above the world so high, right? Nightbot says, Ambi, waking up this morning was an eye-opening experience. Well, better than the alien one. Okay. Bridget says, for the ladies, what did the bra say to the hat? You go on ahead, and I've got to give these two a lift. I love it. I love it. That is good. That is good. I'll have to share that one with my mama. Wanda says, I hope I sleep better tonight than I did last night. I went to bed around this time and didn't get to sleep till after daylight. I think I was up every 30, 40 minutes going to the restroom. Oh, no, Wanda. I do hope you have a better night's sleep. And Wanda says, in Greensboro, her conditions are partly cloudy. Ooh, a little bit on the chilly side there with a temperature of 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind is blowing from the north at 6 miles per hour. Wow. Nice. Bridget's letting Wanda know she's got a package coming her way tomorrow. Sweet, sweet. All right. This next song is called Good Morning. That is definitely a song that I need to play in the mornings when I get up out of bed, because I promise you, my body is not that energetic. But that is a great get up and how do you do today tune. So I can see why it was called Good Morning. Well, I am going to play one final song for you. This song we heard for the first time tonight. In fact, all of these were pretty much new to me tonight. Yes, I briefly listened to them when I gathered them from the YouTube music to create the playlist, but that's been so long ago. I could have heard it 30 minutes ago. Maybe I would remember it. But anyway, this one, we are doing a around the tour of music, and we visited Africa and Argentina and Brazil and Canada and China and Egypt and Finland and France and Germany and Ireland tonight during our member live. And this is a song that came from China, and we fell so in love with it that we listened to it 4 times tonight. But it is a very Zen song. It's called In the Garden. In the Garden? In the Temple. Excuse me. In the Temple. In the Temple. In the Temple Garden. Yes, In the Garden is a different song. But it's called In the Temple Garden, and it is a perfect way for us to end the night. Now, just so you know, going forward, I don't intend on sitting around the craft table to be ever more than, an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, depending on when I go live and how I'm feeling and how the chat is reacting. But anyway, we went way over tonight, but that's okay. I feel like I got a lot done on 3 projects. So that was a success for me. I appreciate that. Appreciate the company. So I am going to play this song, and then I will sign us out until next time. I definitely will be doing more sitting around the craft tables with Cynthia later this week, and maybe over the weekend a little bit. Y'all know my weekends are mostly Mr. Joyful, but since I do have the pleasure of having him at home, we're getting a little bit more time here and there. But I got to get these projects done. I got to get caught back up. So I clearly got a lot done tonight. So I will definitely do more of these. But anyway, here is this song, In the Temple, and then we're going to sign off for the night. Oh, let me check the chat first. I see some comments have come through. Let's see. Nightbot says, Ambi, yesterday I confused the word jacuzzi and yakuza. Yakuza? Yakuzi? Oh, gosh. Now I'm in hot water with the Japanese mafia. Oh, no. Bridget says, I've got a girl. Another one that borrowed familiar riffs. Hang on. I've got a girl. Another one that borrowed familiar riffs. Oh, yes. Yes. I got what you're saying now. Good night, Ambi. She says, well, good night, y'all. Have a wonderful rest of your week. You as well. And Bridget says, have a wonderful week and rest well. And Dora says, have a wonderful night. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. All right. This is our final song for tonight. And again, this is from China, and it's called In the Temple Garden. That was a nice song. Nice way to end our time together. All right, you guys. From the joyful house to your house, thank you so much for being here. Be joyful. Stay crafty in your own way. Make your own joyful creations and be the joy in everything you do. And live your joy, you guys. Life is so short. So live your joy and be happy. And I will see you somewhere in our wonderful and beautiful community tomorrow or later on this week. All right. I love you. Thank you for being here. Nugs and joy. Until next time. Bye. Mwah.